Syracuse, New York. It's been over 15 years, but I return to the Funny Bone. I think I've done the Funny Bone once. June 13th, June 14th, I'm going to be at the Funny Bone for 4 shows. DanSoder.com. And then Stamford, Connecticut, New York Comedy Club in Stamford, June 20th and June 21st for 4 shows. DanSoder.com for all my dates. Thank you for letting me plug you. I plugged the shit out of you.
I say this all the time. If my wife talked to me like Eric Abrams, we would have the perfect relationship.
She goes, hey, I understand what you were going for. Maybe we readdress it. That's for a successful marriage. One of you needs to be a director, just like a very patient director.
Eric, I would call Eric and I say, well, this is what I want. And then, because he never says no.
Yeah.
Never says no. Then he calls you back and was like, well, I don't think that's going to work out, but I have 4 other options for you.
Great. Because then you're not left with like, when they say no, you're not left with like, well, then what are we going to do? You're left with like, oh, these are the 4 options. Well, let me take, what do you got? Because you're immediately still moving forward.
Yeah, like, hey, I want a piano. Like, I want a zip line to the stage.
What did you want originally and what did you want on the special?
Oh, because he's taped every special that I've ever done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Eric Abrams has taped all of them.
He did all of Domino Effect?
All of Domino Effects. Yeah. It's been...
That's fucking awesome. Yeah. I love that, like a collaboration like that, because there's like a comfort in making stuff where you just kind of come in and go, hey, you know how I want to make it. So it's like...
I have the same director, the same cinematographer, the same editing person.
And also it gives it a feeling. Like each thing, it's got a little bit of like, a flavor to it where you go, I know this.
Eric, the reason why it's called a Domino Effect is because of Eric.
Really?
The first one was actually called 1983.
That's where I was born.
Because I was starting it in 1983.
That's when you started hustling?
That's when
that was when your dad?
Effect. Yeah, that's when I moved in with him in 1983.
Really?
So it was so unoriginal. It was like, the whole time
I would have loved it, but I was born in 83, so I would have been popping for the wrong reason. I'd be like, that's a great name. Everyone's like, that name sucks. I was like, shut the fuck up. I was born then. I like that. I like it. Yeah, Eric Abrams is the best. I've never even thought of that, of working with the same person, like, we make all this stuff. He did my last special, but my HBO special was Chris Storer, and then he went and made The Bear. So I don't think I can get him back. I don't think I can go like, hey, can you leave one of the most acclaimed shows to direct me do my silly stories?
And I think they'll do it.
What's that?
I think they'll do it.
Yeah, Chris was the fucking man. It is fun when you find someone to work with in any field that understands kind of what you want to get across. Because, man, if I told someone on paper about your special, they'd be like, well, how long is that? And you're like, an hour? Dude, it felt like, when I watched the special last night, it felt like 30 minutes. Like, I looked down, I was like, oh, fuck, it's over. When you were like, thank you, Dallas, I was like, no fucking way. First off, the story about your son at the cookout giving the fancy I was laughing about that after I watched the special. Because there's something about going, please go watch the special. That's why, just click the link below. But go watch Ali Siddiq's new special, My Two Sons, on YouTube, where he talks about both of his sons, his older one and his younger one, but the younger one that grew up rich. The whole idea of going to the neighborhood that your dad grew up in and being fancy is so funny. Because that's how I felt when I used to visit my dad in Northern California. Was my mom had me in like a nice suburb in Aurora, Greenbelt. I played Little League. I was on an AYL team. Everyone was like, yeah. And then I'd go to my dad and I'd be like, does everyone think I'm gay? Because I was like, I was like 12 years old. But I'd be like, and specifically I remember they're getting like blackout drunk at the lake because these are lake people.
Yeah.
Lake whites, let me tell you something about them. They are a dangerous bunch. Yeah. They're a dangerous bunch. Anyone that stays by a lake that isn't rich is a fucking dangerous bunch. And I remember being at my dad's girlfriend's house, super white trash, you know what I mean? And I'm like, we have dinner at 6. Because that's when my mom cooks dinner.
Yeah.
Every night my mom would cook dinner. Single mom, but she would make sure we had dinner at 6 o'clock.
Had a plan.
We're going to have a vegetable, a carbohydrate, and a source of protein. My dad, I'm watching him just down another fifth of Bacardi, and he goes, I'll do like hamburger helper at like midnight. And I'm like fighting sleep as a kid.
Yo.
But I'm interested to know when your son grows up if he had that same feeling of like, you're kind of aware that you might be embarrassing your dad. Did you feel like he had any of that in him?
He didn't give a damn.
He didn't give a fuck?
Yo, man, I would take 2 dozen oysters.
Yeah, that was my favorite part where he was like, I don't eat catfish. What else do you have? And they're like flounder. It's so funny.
He don't give a damn. He is like, yo, man, this is, I literally, this kid, and I love him for it. We were going somewhere and he literally said, is this the regular line or the VIP line?
So fucking funny.
And I was like, yo, man, it doesn't matter what line. And then I had to think about it. We had just went to the Rockets game.
Yeah.
And we went through the entrance where the players go through.
Yeah.
Because I was shooting the shot for charity. So it was a whole thing. And it's like, hey, man, my first experience at this particular place, I came through and we parked our truck by all the rest of the other fancy trucks, and we walked through and I had a name tag. They knew I was coming. Like, why am I in a regular line?
Why would you think this is how regular people go in? Like, everyone gets a name tag. They go, hey, look who's here. He's like, how you doing? I'm excited to get drunk and kicked out when I yell something at one of the players. It is, I always think about that when I see kids in first class. I'm always like, when we're flying somewhere and a kid's just sitting there like with their screen time and you're like, you have no idea how bad a middle seat is all the way in the back and how much waiting you have to do.
So Hassan, I can see how Hassan is like he is. Hassan has had a passport since he was 2 years old.
See, that's insane to me. I remember being a grown man and I felt retarded. I felt like when they let special needs people live on their own and they show them how to like make stuff and they go, you got to do this. And I go, and I do it like that. And they're like, you did do it like, that's how it was with my passport thing. I was like, where do I go? And they're like, the government. You have to go to a government building. Like I wanted to go to like the passport store, but someone who's 2 years old and is just like, oh God, he's going to be like, it's funny to think he's like, 12 and he's like, look how young I was in my passport photo. It's like, you're 2 years old.
He's 14 now.
It's 14.
So he's like, yo, he has his passports that he has to change them at this point. And he has the stamps. And he's like, yo, look at the places I've been.
He goes, did you know that they won't stamp in Israel if you go? They give you a separate photo? Because the other countries won't like it if you go in there with it. And you go, how do you know so much about geopolitical fucking shit? Do you do a thing? I don't have kids. We're not having kids. We got uncle and aunt energy, and I think that's great. I think if I had a kid, I would constantly be like thinking about when I was 14. When you were 14.
You just made me laugh so hard inside because I've been with Eric for a long time.
Yeah.
And Eric was like, oh, we was just having the dogs, and we just had a dog. And Sam, his wife, used to be my manager.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And so they just, just having the dogs, X, Y, and Z. And then they got pregnant.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, so you're not having a kid, huh?
Yeah.
And
I'm one of the group of multiple friends of mine that have been like, no kids. And all of a sudden they go, this April. And you go, this April what? We were all in agreement. What are you talking about? And they're like, this April, a special little bundle's joining us. And you're like, motherfucker, you didn't even want to pull me aside and go, hey, we're off the team. We're going on the team.
I can't wait to come back in a year and a half to this podcast.
No. I'm going to tell you right now, what it's going to be is it's 15 years and you're going to have to walk up some grassy hill and you're just going to hear a bunch of dogs howling and you're like, Soder lives up at that cabin at the end of that windy path. And I'm going to come out with a long beard and go, it never happened. Maybe it should have.
Like, to not have children, you have to stop practicing.
Or you just go get your fucking shit done.
You didn't snip your balls.
I'm about to, though.
You're not doing it.
Are you kidding me? I have a bunch of friends that do.
The process is crazy.
It's scary.
For no reason. Like, it's not a reason. Like, I have a plethora of kids. I'm supposed to get clipped.
Yeah, I know. I don't want kids. I genuinely don't want kids.
All this fun. Like, you would be the best.
I think I would.
Great dad.
I think I could be a better. Be a better uncle.
I could imagine myself being your son, and I'm in trouble, and you come in with the Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery voice.
Yeah,
disciplining your child in impressions. I don't know how.
I would love it. Like,
he goes,
I just got in trouble by Denzel Washington.
He goes, I know I'm in trouble when Dad whoops my ass like Andre the Giant. And I was like, I'm supposed to clean your room.
I would love that. I would love it.
Yeah,
I would get in trouble to hear you, to see what you gonna come in there and say.
Yeah, you're like, oh, dude, if Rodney Dangerfield gives it to me today, he's like, I'm telling you, you've given your mother no respect. She cooked a hot meal for you. Now I gotta take you over my knee and beat the shit out of you.
I'll get my friends, hey, y'all come over.
It's even funnier to think about a domestic, like if I got taken in by Child Protective Services and then I had to do like testimony and they're like, did you put your hands on your child? You go, I did not. Macho Man Randy Savage might have. He's like, when the time comes to learn a lesson. And they're like, don't do it.
I fucking love it.
Love it. Just Arnold Schwarzenegger used to beat my ass as a kid. But I mean, like, I think it's just a decision that I've made that I'm comfortable with. And it just was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm all right. I'm just going to have a bunch of dogs and be a weird dude living on a hill. I always kind of knew I was headed that way too.
You always do.
When I was young, I always understood that. They'd be like, that guy's weird. He lives up fucking, and I'd be like, no. That dude's got privacy. You're a 7-year-old kid. You go, stay off that old man's land. He's just got privacy.
I understand because I own land and I don't want people that don't belong on it.
Yeah.
Like,
why would you?
I've never, like, the get off my grass sign.
Yeah.
Like, I want to purchase so many of them.
Oh my God.
Like, stay off my fucking grass.
Don't touch my shit.
You and your dog. Like, it's definitely a homeless cat that lives in our neighborhood that be shitting in my yard in particular. I can't wait to catch him.
Yeah, that's the fun part. Listen, the next step for me is getting out of an apartment in New York and getting into a house. Because I went to Big J lives in Jersey, and I went out to his house, and it was like, I can't fucking coming back here.
Don't come to my house.
Is it that nice? Giant backyard.
You would be so pissed.
Oh my God. We sat in Jay's backyard. Katie and I sat in Jay's backyard, and you might as well have put army blankets around us. We felt like we just survived something. We were like sitting there like, this is how people live? He just grass and fucking.
I have 3 acres.
Oh, fuck. So you could take long walks
in just on my
it's all your shit.
Where I live at.
Fuck.
It's a ravine in the back. And it was crazy. I bought this land based upon this. I walked away from the house.
Sure.
And then I couldn't see the house I went down this little hill, and this man like, yeah, this is all yours. And then I felt so peaceful. Like, it just felt so peaceful that I just sat on the ground and I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, man, do the paperwork, bro.
That's insane.
It's crazy
to have your own peace of mind like that. Just to go somewhere and go, I could take a dump right here and no one would say shit.
My kids can run. My kids can run
away on your land,
on my land, and I wouldn't even worry about them. I'm like, yo, they've been going outside forever. I'm like, I don't know.
Man, that's got to be so fun. Like Hassan, when he was younger, like camping, going camping out in your backyard.
You can go outside.
Just go camp out back. Are there animals in your? Yeah. What do you got?
It's everything that comes with Texas. Like,
so you got like rattlesnakes and shit.
I've watched these birds come as a group. They just flew in my bag and they did all this little picking that they was gonna do, and I was just like, I didn't even think about shooting none of them. I was just like, that is fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's everything out there. Snakes, turtles. It's my son was fishing, and he sent. This is how crazy this damn boy is. He's taking a selfie of him, and he has his fishing rod, and I see something else, and then it's this white guy in the back. Like, what the fuck is he doing? And they caught this alligator that was attached to the fish. And I was like, why is my son so comfortable when he's taking a selfie
That's
of it? Like,
so funny. Check out this rural white that popped up with this I caught an alligator and a white guy. Yeah. He's like, how are you?
yeah,
That's insane.
The guy got out and helped him
get an alligator.
I was like, this is y'all.
What a fun, that's fucking Huckleberry Finn shit. That's just like you just go run around in nature and fucking I mean, that's honestly probably the coolest form of success for me, is that you can just go get lost on your own land. Man. And be like, I don't even know where I am. I might die out here.
And it's a lady that lives in front of me that's a professor at Rice. At Rice University, very prestigious Ivy League college. She has a barn. She owns 22 acres that's in front of us.
Yeah.
She has 22 horses that she rescued and all this. And she's out there every single day, her and her helper. And I've never waved at somebody so much from a distance.
Yeah.
Because my land is over here, her land's over there.
Hey. She goes, oh, you're black? She goes, oh, fuck. I just realized that. I would also, let me tell you right now, if I found out my professor was out here saving 22 horses, I'd be like, how the fuck did you read my paper?
Yeah.
You're a fucking farmer.
She's definitely that. Man, it's
22 horses. Does she let, if you go over there, can you
my kids
just go ride horses?
Kids can ride horses.
That's awesome. See, that's the cool thing that, like, for the stuff, and especially you talk about when you, like, want your son to stay with your cousin and that kind of, like, keep that, like, your childhood or whatever. When I was 14, I couldn't be like, yeah, can you put new shoes on that horse and saddle it up? I'd be like, no. That's like me asking to get a passport. I was like stuck in this weird.
You know, he was going to be do the equestrian stuff. He did it when he was younger. So we had all the riding gear. He was taking the courses and all that. Hassan's a fucking Renaissance man.
I love that.
He just lives his life.
He can just pull him and go, and he's like, get on, father.
He can do
We're going to ride for the daylight.
Hassan is fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is cool as shit that he can.
So he is getting ready to start playing hockey, right?
There I was, middle of summer, about to go swimming. No bathing suit in sight. Thank God I was on a comedy tour that was sponsored by Chubbies. So I got a pair of Chubbies. And now, one of my favorite bathing suits. I don't know if I'm supposed to say the F word, but guess what? That's a real endorsement. And then they sent me a 49ers bathing suit that I love. So this summer, you're going to see me. You see me splashing around in the water. Just know I'm wearing some Chubbies. But here's the thing. Chubbies does more than just bathing suits. They have also their lined swim collection, obviously. But then they also have shorts, shirts. Dude, Chubbies has everything. Comfy, casual, and built for life. Chubbies original stretch shorts can live on your legs. These aren't just swim trunks. They can be long, short, and way short. They come in relaxed fit, elastic waistband, and no fuss design. Pair these shorts with like a nice performance polo. Whew, if you go into like a little dinner by the water, who's that handsome gentleman? And let's be real, no ad read is complete without a shout out to the classic line swim trunks like I was talking about. I love my Niner ones. I like my original ones. I do probably have to get some longer. I have chicken legs, so I can't be in these little tiny shorts. I look sick. My hips are all out. My legs are tiny. But luckily, Chubbies, you can pick how long your swim trunks are. So don't wait. For a very limited time, shop Chubbies' biggest sale of the year for $45 shorts and up to 65% off select gear. Hit chubbiesshorts.com and grab your favorite before they're gone. Missed the sale? Don't sweat it. Use our exclusive code SODER20 for 20% off. Support the show and let them know we sent you with the survey when the survey asks. Get ready to turn some heads. Summer's here. Dress like it in Chubbies. I thought they were going to say, like, dress like you're chubby. And I'm like, well, don't do that. Dress like you're not chubby in Chubbies. Bam, I just gave you guys a whole new catchphrase. You're lucky. I'll just have another pair of shorts for free, please. Listen, I always appreciate when people come out to shows. I'm also not good at merch, but I've always wanted to sell merch. The thing is, the one time I tried to sell posters myself, it was cash and it was clunky and I felt really weird where people were like, oh, let me go talk to the bartender. And then I just ended up giving you, if you're a fan and you got one of those posters, I probably gave it to you. And if you paid for it, you're a sucker because all you had to do is go, oh, I can't get change. And then I would have gone, just take it. But now with Square, charges the shit out of you. I'll take your credit card. I'll credit card and ring that bitch up. Now, what I'm saying is Square helps people trying to run businesses. They bridge that gap. If you're trying to sell merch or you're trying to sell anything, you can use a Square. Whether you're running a cafe, a salon, or something entirely on your own, Square gives you the flexibility to grow at your own pace and even set up an online store with just a few clicks. Right now, listeners can get up to $200 off Square hardware when you sign up at square.com/go/soder. That's SQUARE.com/go/soder. Visit Square to get started because the right tools make all the difference. And I'm serious. If you get that little Square, you can charge people and stuff. I'm just telling you, just get to Square. Square keeps you up so you don't have to slow down. Get everything you need to run and grow your own business without losing any long-term commitments. And why wait? Right now you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/soder. One more time. That's SQUARE.com/go/soder. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
So he is getting ready to start playing hockey, right? He's out.
In Texas?
Because he boxed, which is, it's weird. New York people, y'all are so weird. You do know they have ice rinks everywhere.
For sure. I'm not blown away by the science of it. I'm not over here hold the fuck on. No, how are you melting? How are you fucking freezing your pawns? So we just play.
It's always a crazy thing. And they in Texas, y'all, they don't melt. The ice don't melt.
Texas always strikes me as football 1, baseball 2. Hockey doesn't seem like it was. Now, if you were in Wisconsin, Ohio, even Arizona, when I lived in Arizona, I just found out one of the best players. I'm getting into the NHL now.
Okay.
Because my in-laws are all Bruins fans. I'm getting into the NHL. I think his name's Connor McDavid.
Okay.
All right. That's
okay.
Awesome. That's fun.
So that is in Texas.
I love that. That's cool as shit. He's showing me a routine of his daughter doing some figure skating. That's fun as hell. That's fun as hell.
In Texas.
I love it. But Texas doesn't strike me as, when I grew up in Colorado, there was no hockey. And Colorado's cold and shit. But then when I went to the East Coast, everybody was like, oh, my brother played hockey. I played hockey. Everybody on the East Coast, I feel like, plays hockey. Texas, Colorado, all that area, I never saw it or even knew it. But you're right. Now with all these indoor rinks, everyone can play.
A lot of indoor rinks.
Because is he good at skating? Is Hassan good at skating?
Very good at skating.
Because those motherfuckers can walk. It's like they're walking when they're on the ice.
What we want him to do is least figure skate with his sister so they can do the together, the couple thing.
Yeah.
And
then if they don't like that, they can go into professional wrestling with the outfits.
Yeah, but she is definitely, she is highly recruited.
That's awesome.
She's been in 8 competitions. She has 6 first places.
Damn, all your kids compete. Because your oldest son boxes.
My Hassan boxes.
Boxes.
And that's the thing about him on this hockey.
They're fucked when they pull that jersey first time.
He really, it could be something happening on the other end of the ice, and he's like, you're not even down there. It's such a job.
Oh my God. There is going to be, when he starts doing those high, if he continues on and he does those high level tournaments or whatever, he's going to bump into a Canadian guy that's like, I'm going to go watch me go chirp with this guy. And then Hassan's going to drop those gloves.
And it's going to be a problem.
He's going to be the only hockey fight going, and they don't make that. In a hockey fight, they don't ever make that noise.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, fuck. I mean, it's great.
Hassan is really good on them skates.
How early did you get him into boxing?
6.
6 years old?
5, 6.
Now his older brother you did it, his older brother was doing it, so it was like, did you go to the same gym that you sparred your son at?
Hassan has actually had his own trainer since he was like 5, 6.
Yeah,
Coach E.
That's crazy. Just comes over and
with the same. Like I've been with Eric, he's been with the same boxing coach.
Isn't that cool that you can provide that to your kids, that a personal boxing coach comes over?
Yeah.
Not having to learn how to throw from your mom's drunk boyfriend. He goes, this is how you hold the baseball. And you go, okay, your breath stinks. Get some snap on it. You go, don't hug me. I don't like when you hug me either. Just in the backyard throwing. He's like, that's it. Yeah. Just having a private coach is the shit.
Yeah.
And being able to throw your hands when you play hockey it's part of it.
Is definitely part of it.
He's going to get that rep where they're like, just don't pull that over.
Yeah, hey, it's just not him.
Because I would say the group that you don't want to fight, the most unexpected group would be martial artists, because you don't know their training and they could be great, and then followed by hockey players. Because hockey players look for it. They just go like, oh yeah, you want to fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pull out, when somebody pull out,
grab your shirt.
I don't want to fight anybody that already has teeth missing.
Yeah, where they have to remove part of themselves to fight you. If I was fighting a guy, he goes, let me take my ear off. I go, no, because I'm pretty sure fighting's how you lost that ear.
Definitely.
And I don't want to fight. One of my favorite, if you're ever bored on the road on YouTube, type in hockey player shit talking on YouTube.
I'm doing it.
It's so fun because it's just like guys skating by each other and they're like, you want to go? They're like, I'm going to drop. You ready to drop, bud? And then they're like at the face off and they're like, and then just pop, pop, pop. And it's fucking great. Hockey fights are the shit. This is the thing that's helping me get into hockey, is watching these YouTube videos.
I used to go watch the Arrows play.
Okay.
We had a amateur team, the Arrows.
Yeah.
I used to go watch them play.
I mean, the Stars are good.
Yeah, that's Dallas.
Yeah, Houston doesn't have a team.
Yeah, we used to have the Arrow. There was a little amateur team.
Who else? How many hockey teams are in Texas? Is it just the Stars?
I think it's just the Stars.
Yeah, it's just the Stars.
Yeah.
Who were it's funny because it's like, there was one of those sports teams that was named after where it was from, because it was the Minnesota North Stars, which makes sense. And then they just go to Dallas. It's like when they called the LA Lakers. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I love that old school lazy shit of like, yeah, we're moving them and we ain't even fucking changing it. Like that idea. They're like, Jazz in Utah, suck my dick, buy a jersey. So it could have been
like, we're from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like,
There he goes, yeah, we're just bringing Jazz with us. Like now they try, but back then when they would move a team, they go, we have all the jerseys printed.
Who like, what did they change their name to? New Orleans got a team, the Pelicans.
They're the Pelicans. Because they were the Hornets. But then they gave it back to Charlotte when they made the Charlotte Hornets a whole new team.
Like, why would you be called the Pelican?
We slurp birds. It's the state fish. It's the state bird of Louisiana. But still, there's so many cooler things that have happened in Louisiana
than the Pelicans.
The Pelicans? It's like you might as well. It'd be like if New York called the team the Pigeons. You'd be like, well, sure, they're there. You don't have to fucking celebrate them. I always don't. When someone comes with like a lame name, Washington Commanders.
Oh man,
blows.
Yo man,
just be the Generals, the Admirals,
be the Commanders,
be the oligarchs, be whatever the fuck you want to. But Commanders stinks. It just sucks. And they, my buddy is the coach of the Dolphins, and I grew up with him, and I always tell him like, throwback, because they got this logo, the dick going through the Nuva ring. And I'm always like, dude, the logo sucks. Throwbacks. I'm very aggressive about telling him to wear throwbacks. And he's like, dude, we can't. The owner spent something like $3 million on the logo. And you're like, hey, give me $1 million. I'll come up with a better logo than that. A cartoon dolphin with a hat on, with a helmet on, fucking rules in front of a sun. This weird alien dolphin. So you paid $3 million for that?
We the Texans.
I know, that was
so lazy.
That was lazy as fuck.
The Houston Texans.
And you guys had the Oilers. The Oilers. Which, I mean, listen, throwback gear, you guys are top 3.
Cold as hell.
It's, oh my God, the Earl Campbell.
Oh, man.
That 35, that baby blue.
Wasn't he 34?
34, yeah. I only know it because there's a video of Christopher Cross who does like sailing. There's a live concert from him in the 70s, and he's got a double neck guitar and just rocking an Earl Campbell jersey.
Earl was the fucking man.
Yeah, I mean Eddie George. You guys had.
Yeah, we had some. The
Oilers.
Warren Moon.
Do you get mad when the Tennessee Titans wear those Oilers jerseys?
Little bit.
Because you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, your stepmom's wearing your old mom's wedding ring. She's like, your mother used to wear this. You're like, get out of that bitch. She's dead. Don't wear my fucking dead mother's shit. The fuck? She's like, your father says it looks real sexy when I wear your mom's stuff. And you're like, I'll kill you, bitch.
That would be fucking horrible that you would have on your mom's wedding ring.
Yeah.
You raggedy bitch.
That's what it is. What the Titans are doing to you. They go, I like the way it looks. You go, fuck you. That's not yours. You better not fucking.
You don't know
keep
about
that.
Love You Blue.
Oh, I hate you. Yeah, dude. You guys need to take that back. The Texans is just, it was a miss on a name. Because it just sounds like they're talking about you guys. I know it's supposed to be a reference to like the I don't know. What is it?
Dallas are Texans.
Yeah.
San Antonio are Texans. Waco are Texans.
Everyone. Amarillo's Texans. It's all Texans.
It's all
The
Texans.
state is Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have done the Rattlesnakes or something fucking cool.
Remember, we had the Gamblers.
Yes, in the XFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had the Houston Gamblers. By the way, cool fucking logo.
Cool ass uniform.
Yeah, you guys out of the XFL, you guys might
Jim
have had.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Man, bruh. The Gamblers all blacked out.
Yeah.
Red, it was dope.
XFL had that was the best one. You guys in Memphis, the Maniacs, they had some wild fucking uniforms, but they were cool. That's what I wish I could wear, I would wear old school uniforms all the time, but then you end up looking like Kevin Smith and it looks all weird. You know what I mean? Old white dudes in jerseys, you're like, what's going on, man? I bet you got a terabyte of something that's going to put you in prison.
It's like you just got back from Korea?
This is my Asian wife as I wear an old Grant Hill jersey. Old Grant Hill Pistons jersey. This is my Taiwanese bride. Yeah, just something looks off.
I want a mail order bride.
Oh my God. I think mail order bride would wear off very quickly.
Like, put her right next to my real bride
And go.
like, look, hey.
Like quarterbacks, like a quarterback controversy. Yeah. Just letting you know, you throw a couple picks. You can't understand a lick she has, but I got this app on my phone that tells me, and she's ready. She's ready to step up.
I think my wife would take advantage of it and be like having her do shit.
Oh
like,
my God, they become friends.
Like,
We're mad at you. For what? Olga brought up that some Russian bitch is giving her dirt on me. You let him talk to you like that? And you go, hey. I still got the box you came here in.
hey.
I'll fucking return your ass. She taught me how to return stuff recently. That's what I say. I go fucking. I mean, there's no way my question is, now that like Russia's popping off, all the guys that got mail order brides in like the 90s and early 2000s, are you at home going like, you a spy? You know what I mean?
Yo, okay, speaking of spies, remember the redhead that guy called the gun?
Yes.
I swear on everything.
Just type in redhead spy woman.
Yeah.
New York City.
She's definitely, but she lived in D.C., right?
That's what it was. It was D.C. I was wrong.
She lived in D.C. I'm doing a show in D.C. at D.C. Improv, and it's hard for me to forget this tall redhead woman that wanted to take a picture and all this.
Wearing a Carmen Sandiego hat.
And I was like, yo, when she got arrested, I was like, yo, I think this is the lady that was at my show.
Yeah.
And as I looked at her, I was like, this is the fucking lady.
That's insane.
And she was at my show in Washington, D.C. before she got arrested.
She's going back in briefing. She's like, I heard this bit tonight. You'll love it. It's about this man, Ali Siddiq, he was selling crack cocaine in Houston, Texas. And it has this story about his father leaving Bucks. And they're like, all right. We need to send you more details. No, I want to tell you the joke. I'm setting it up so you understand. Like, it's your shit being told to like some fucking KGB.
Yeah, man, I was like, yo. And when I saw it, I was like, I hope they don't come question me about.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
I was like, they gonna.
I entertained her.
Yeah, at a club. I didn't know she was there.
Yeah, that's like that Mark. That's like that. The Mark. I think I have it around here. Where is it? The Mark Jackson NBA card where the Menendez brothers are in the back after they killed their parents.
Shit.
They were just on the lam and they went to a Knicks game courtside and they used that picture as Mark Jackson's NBA card. Wow. And just in the back, you can just see the Menendez brothers, and you're like, that's crazy. Just forever. We have that somewhere. Okay. I don't know. I got to find it. It's fucking nuts.
You think they getting off?
Yeah. I think everyone's getting pardoned now.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance Diddy goes free. I really think there's a chance. The fucking Trump just turns around and goes like, yeah, he's free. And everyone's like, fuck.
Yo, man, he just pardoned Larry Hoover.
I know. He's pardoning everybody.
He pardoned NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah.
Like,
listen, he's also getting cred. He knows how to move. This guy knows how to move. Here's the one thing about politicians. They're all dorks, so they don't know how to move. This guy isn't a politician. So he comes in and he's like, I don't know. What does the guy do? Fuck it. Let Hoover out. You know what I mean? He's like, NBA YoungBoy, my friend likes you. Come on out.
Yo,
it's the club. He's like coming out to the club being like, come on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the real ball to drop. If he fucking pardons, what's my man, Charles Manson?
Honestly,
I'm
can I tell you right now?
Oh shit!
I'm there for that.
Trump is fucking. He don't get.
They better like let him out like out of a tunnel, like open a thing, and they go, ladies and gentlemen, the murderer.
Yo, I can see this shit happening, man.
He's fucking. First off,
he pardons Charles Manson. The shit is fucking crazy.
I'm kind of down for it. Then start getting real weird. Start letting out some people that you're like, whoa, don't put him on the street. And he's like, nah, I put him right on the street. I made him mad too.
Yo, I think the dude who did the Chainsaw Massacre still alive. He's like, yo, I'm letting all the fucking villains out.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm putting together a group of mass shooters, white guys that can't make eye contact. That's the new Delta Force. He's just letting out. That's who we send into fucking countries.
Shit.
Just all these white guys that haven't gotten pussy that wanted to shoot up a mall, and then they're just like, that's the scene where they're always in the helicopter with the red light. It's just them. Commenting on girls' profiles. Slut.
This is the real fucking odd squad.
Yeah, that's the A team.
It's the real odd squad.
Which is called the B team.
And like they got what's the movie where they got the shark dude and the girl?
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. This is the real fucking Suicide Squad.
I'm putting together a team of the best school shooters and pedophiles that this country's ever seen.
Oh man,
goes, I stopped touching kids years ago, and he goes, I need you back. Just one more kid. I can't do it anymore. I can't. Yeah, that would be. Just start making it real interesting. He goes, that cannibal? It's like stories like, the Lexington cannibal? I'm pardoning him. I'm letting him out.
Yo, BTK.
Yeah, all of them.
I'm letting all. Is Ted Bundy still around?
No, he's dead.
He's dead.
He died in jail. I'm trying to think who else.
And Trump is like, he asking, hey, what about Ted Bundy? Oh, he's dead. Shit.
He's just, that's funny. He's bored. He's dipping a fry in mustard. He goes, is Kaczynski still alive? Let him out. That's like that scene in Demolition Man. Do you remember that? Where Simon Phoenix has the thing and he's just like going through.
This Charles Manson shit scares me. I could see him fucking doing
Charles Manson's here's the thing. He's too old. He's too crazy. He's like lost his mind. He's not like anytime they bring him up now. Check how close to death he is. He might be. There's a chance he dies before we release this episode. Like that's how old he is. Like we could do this episode and then we go, remember when we talked about Charles Manson and he fucking died? Like that's how close to death I think he is. 83, but prison 83. So that's 96 at least. they keep him completely like away from the general pop, right?
I don't know.
No, he's dead.
Oh, Manson's dead?
Manson's dead?
Damn.
November 19th, he died.
Died November 19th? 2017? He's been dead for 8 years?
No shit.
Sorry, Chuck. We're not going to edit out that out of the podcast. We thought you were alive. We didn't pay enough attention.
Yeah, hey man, they keep showing interviews on him like he's still here. I'm like, oh.
Next thing you're telling me is that Lee Harvey Oswald still is dead. Just saying people that are obviously dead. Oh yeah, and Timothy McVeigh is dead. Sure.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
They kept that under wraps. Yeah, I was like,
don't tell anybody that Charles Manson died. He died in 2017. I don't feel like I fucking remember that at all.
I thought that would have been way more.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
All right. Well, we don't have to worry about that. Well, rest easy.
Yeah,
Charles Manson ain't getting out of prison.
I'm sure not. I feel better.
Yeah. It would. I mean, sometimes that shit of like the pardon has to be. Did you ever know a guy that got pardoned or got like released early because of evidence?
Nope.
Everybody just did their time and got out.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. How good does it feel to get out of prison?
Well, I've been out for.
No, but I mean the day you go out.
Oh man, amazing.
I mean, is it like?
But it's very scary because you. It depends on how long you've been in.
Sure.
You know, it's like, damn. Now where do I go?
Yeah.
It's that. I'm happy to be out, but where do I go?
Who picked you up?
I rode the bus home. Yeah.
Did your family know you were getting out?
Yeah. They knew I was
They just didn't want to.
No, it was too far.
Okay.
For them to come. You know.
I mean, I kind of would. I feel like that's where I'd get a little huffy, where I'd go, "Oh, too far." Yeah, it's just fucking getting out of jail, but fuck me, I guess. Yeah, it's too far.
They give you a bus ticket home.
They do.
Yeah, the prison gives you a bus ticket home to wherever you're going.
Just some lady there is like, "Where are you going?" And you're like, "Home, finally."
Yeah.
Is it just a regular bus? Is it just like
it's a Greyhound?
Just a Greyhound?
Yeah, like you on there with regular people.
Just going home and they're like,
but
and then the door opens and everyone's like, "And who are these guys? Who are we picking up?"
Everybody knows that you look like prison.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember years ago when I used to ride the bus with my grandmother, and guys would get on the Greyhound. I was like, he doesn't look like he's been here.
Why is he looking around so much?
Like, he looks
He keeps giving out big breaths and going, "Finally, it's over."
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be. So when you're on the road, I don't know if you have this experience like I do when I'm on the road, but sometimes you'll go on the road and then you'll like get some deep sleep and you'll wake up and be like, "Where the fuck am I?" And then you have to do that thing where you're like,
all the time.
Yeah. How much did that happen when you got out?
Oh, none.
None.
Oh, I was.
So you wake up.
I was wake up. Huh.
I know exactly where the fuck I'm at, and it ain't prison.
Went to bed comfortably, got up comfortably, but on the road, because I get up sometimes and think that I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
Oh, like wake up late for work?
Or I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Like I wake up, oh, I'm supposed to be in San Diego, I missed my flight.
Yeah.
And then I leave out the room. Like I done got up and left out the room.
To the point where you're out of bed, clothes on, grab stuff.
I just grab my stuff. I'm going to get dressed in the car and then got my bag. And then I'm in the fucking hallway. Then I got to go down to the desk. I left my key. I didn't grab the
key. You were leaving.
I thought I was go down. Can I get a key to my room?
I woke up scared.
Like, what you got going on?
Yeah.
Like,
your shirt's half on. You're like, I woke up scared. And I forgot that I'm supposed to be here another night. Yeah. Please let me go back into get my. Yeah, dude.
Especially when I first started doing the theater tours, because
it's a different shit.
It's a different thing.
That we're doing this fall. I'm doing my first theater tour, and I was just saying, we've done a couple runs. We've done like a couple 3-city things, and I'm not adjusted to it. I'm still used to clubs. I'm still used to get there Thursday.
Yeah,
you're comfortable there Friday. By Saturday, it just feels like your house.
Yeah,
you just come in your hotel room.
Yeah, then Monday you leave.
Yeah, and then you're just like, oh, I get it.
You ever did a theater tour before?
No, it's my first one this fall.
I'm going to tell you this. This is when the first time you're gonna ever actually feel like you're on tour, because this shit is different.
Yeah,
and it's and even you're going to be way more tired than normal, like you on the road.
Yeah.
So, and you adjust to the length of the stage. It's two different.
I was thinking about that recently.
It's two different. Totally,
you
two
do a
different
great
things.
job of moving around. I've always noticed on your special, you'll just, and not in a way that looks obvious, but you're just like in one part telling like part of the story over here, and then the next part you're over here. I've always really admired when people can move around on stage.
Get ready to do anywhere from 1 to 3 miles.
Of just walking.
Just you gotta think of the length of the stage. You up there for an hour.
Yeah.
You moving back and forth because it's no just being in the middle because it's people over there. And
Yeah.
there's people over there, and you have to back up some. You have to go forward. It's a lot more work than the 20 feet on a stage.
I mean, comedy club, you
On a
move
comedy
even a
club,
little bit, and they're like, look at
Dan
this
about to
performer.
fall- He's about to fall off the
They're
damn
like, oh my
stage.
God, he moved 5 feet. This guy really takes advantage of the
Sound check.
Yeah.
You don't have to do a sound check in a comedy club.
Yeah.
You should, but it's not required.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when we were just on the road, and I was here, and I was like, I would have changed the mic a little bit. It was tinny and a little over modulating.
Yep.
And I was like thinking about that.
You got to go through all that. Your lighting, your
You really got to like do a lot. You know what else? I got to put together a playlist for while they're waiting. They were like, oh, you can put together like what songs you want while people are sitting.
We have a DJ for that.
That's awesome.
Just to entertain before we get out there.
I'm doing a book on tape. I'm just going to have different chapters of books on tape. Chapter 4. And then there you go. I'm going to fall asleep waiting for this motherfucker's show.
Yeah, and then the green room, the distance from the green room. What side you entering the stage?
Yeah.
You know, it's
I got to do a rider. You're supposed to do a rider with the club, but I got to do like an actual rider.
Actual rider. Well,
And that was nice.
A showrunner is gonna go get it. And
They were like, oh, like I was like, oh, I want this kind of like seltzer and like coffee or whatever. And then I went in and I was like, oh, fuck, you guys like actually, that's still where my brain's at, where I go, oh, you like went and did it? And they're like, yeah. The guy this weekend was like, hey, I can't find a clock for the stage. And I was like, oh, that's for the theater thing. Like they're sending it to the clubs because we're still in that middle space where we're doing some clubs.
that's you have a who's doing your tour?
Outback.
Yeah, so you have a
We got a tour guy. And he also, I've been opening for Shane in a couple.
what's his name?
Adam.
Good. Long as y'all don't have my guy, Jake.
Okay.
My guy is the best.
That's so funny.
My
Because
guy's the best at fucking Outback.
You start getting possessive of him because he's Shane's guy for the arenas, you know?
Shane Gillis.
Yeah. And then I did a couple arena gigs with Shane, and then he was like, oh, I'm your, and then we've been doing other gigs, and I'm like, you going back to Shane? You going back to those giant arenas, you greedy bitch. You like start getting possessive about him.
Yeah, man. Jake is our guy. And
Yeah.
this is our
But
second.
they tell you all the for people that don't know what a tour manager does. They basically give you all the information you're going to need so that you can just go and do it. Yeah. They do up all the stuff where you're like, all right, here's your hotel. This is when you're getting picked up. This is when sound check is. This is when you're there. What do you need? They'll like get you stuff. I got food poisoning in LA about 2 months ago, and I was doing the Balboa Theater in San Diego.
Okay.
And I had to drive with food poisoning and drive LA to San Diego, do the show in San Diego, fly to San Francisco, and do Palace of Fine Arts. It was 4 days of food. Like, it would not leave. And the tour manager, he's like, what do you need? And I was like, dude, I just keep throwing up. Like Ritz crackers and ginger ale, just something to settle my stomach. Within 20 minutes, he had him.
Okay. So let me help you out. If you ever get food poisoning again, hopefully not,
Yeah.
send someone to get you activative charcoal.
Someone was saying about, when I was Googling this,
Yeah.
activative, what's it?
Charcoal.
Activative charcoal.
Yeah.
And it'll just,
Yeah. Done. Food poisoning gone.
I had it twice in the past 6 months.
Activative charcoal.
It's our new sponsor, Activative Charcoal. Don't shit and throw up at the same time anymore.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's just that simple. I'm telling you, I wish I would have known. I'd have called you like, somebody get him activated charcoal.
Oh my dude! I got off. There was times where I was on stage and I was about to throw up when I was in San Diego, and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's crazy. and I wouldn't drink. I'd just hold it to my mouth because I'd be like, I'd trying not to puke, and I'd be like, anyways, what's up with dating? It's in the middle of a joke.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's kind of weird. It was horrible. And then I got off stage and threw up.
4 days when you could have went through that shit for 3 hours. And
I would have killed for that. I would have killed. San Francisco, even the last night, I felt all right. Did the show at the Palace of Fine Arts, my favorite hamburger places in San Francisco. I was like, I'm going to go get a double cheeseburger. Diarrhea all that night because the food poisoning was like, I'm not gone.
Not at all. Like but
activated charcoal.
Activated charcoal.
I'll just take it right out.
Just boom, boom, couple capsules and you straight.
What's the sickest you ever been on the road?
Oh shit, sick or injured?
Fuck, what injury have you had on the road?
My clavicle. I broke my clavicle and my ribs and strained my sternum. I was in Cabo surfing and had a terrible accident. And when I stayed in Cabo, I came back from Cabo. I did maybe 4 weekends before I had the surgery.
Yeah.
And so then I had the surgery, and then I went on the road the next day. And
the day after getting your clavicle operated on?
Yeah, they
had to set it in with the ribs.
They had to tie it down, and then they put a cadaver tendon over because I blew my tendon in my shoulder too.
Yeah.
The ribs, I remember I had like 4 cracks in my ribs.
What the fuck happened to you?
And the nurse, this is not a medical term. She was like, I said, so what are y'all gonna do for my ribs? And she said, nothing. I said, that's not a medical term.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do something. She said,
what is nothing?
Okay. She's like, I can't do nothing to your ribs. You have to let
your
ribs
just heal again
on your own. And so I know some people in Utah that thought that somebody stabbed me because I was walking through there where I just got my bag off the thing, and I'm rolling my bag with my good arm, and I felt it. I had to sneeze, and I was like, no,
broken ribs?
no. And so I couldn't use this arm to like guard the sneeze, and I was holding my bag. I didn't get to my nose fast enough, and when I sneezed, I just fucking laid on the ground, and it was people walking by like, I'm coming to see you tonight. Like,
that's so funny. You're like, thank you very much. Oh fuck, 4 cracked ribs.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thank God I've never had it, but I've heard it's just the worst pain because you can't do anything for it.
It's, bruh, coughing.
What happened to you?
I was surfing in Cabo, and this huge wave. I was getting out the water, and this wave came and crashed. Now, it's like somebody poured 8,000 pounds of water on me, and it drug me along the ground.
Yeah.
And so I had my shoulder was white. I was all scratched up from the sand. It's like I got sandblasted.
Yeah, but what it did is it basically punched you and then it just dragged you along the bottom of the dirt.
It was crazy. I heard a lot of cracking, and I thought I had broke my neck.
It was that bad. Like, that's how bad that wave hit you.
But it was, my clavicle was in half, and then my ribs was cracked. And
you don't realize how much you use your clavicle, because it's right here. I broke my shoulder in high school, and it was connected to this right here, and it broke up and then through here. And you don't realize how much reaching for stuff, picking your arm, even up above, you get John McCain arms. Yeah. You're like, French. Yeah. French. You can't go. This is the highest you can go.
I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh at it. I'm not doing it.
You're like you were tortured in a Hilton, Hanoi Hilton.
I'm not laughing. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not laughing.
Yeah. But dude, let me tell you right now, there's something that I love. I love nature. I just love the idea of nature, and that the idea that humans think we have any control over it whatsoever. Because the ocean goes like, nice surfing. Boom. It's just like, how about I fuck up your year? And you're like, why, ocean? It's like, bored. I don't know. Because like one wave took it personal that you rode another wave. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah? Fuck you. I like that.
It was bad. It was bad.
So you have broken clavicle, 4 busted ribs, and then you have surgery, which you shouldn't get out of bed for 3 days, but you're just on the road.
Yeah. So a lot of shows, people saw me with this contraption and a pressure ball, and one night, man, it was just, I said, I don't want to go out with this on.
Yeah.
I don't. I just want to go out.
Take my back brace off.
And that shit lasted 2 minutes.
That's so funny. Did you have to put it on stage?
I walked on and put it right back on. I said, bring me the contraption.
That's so funny. Put me in my contraption again. And then you come back out and you go, anyways, Dayton's weird. You got the weird thing that's all hooked up. Dude, something that you as you still ascend, I know you're going to be at your peak when you have your own fused version of a chair and a stool. Because one of my favorite things is watching you just sit down and talk, and like how casual you do it on your specials. But I'm waiting for like you to have your own made, like privately made thing where they're going to be like, "Where's the stool seat combo? We need the stool seat combo." And I go, "That's when I knew Ali made it." It's when he had his own fucking. Eric Abrams is like, "We couldn't do the new special because we can't find the chair stool."
Eric thinks I'm a crazy man because I'm the executive producer of all the specials.
It's very smart.
So it's not a lot of things that bother me. You have to literally do something. So I walk in my green room. We in DC, and this is my green room. I walk in, and it's urine in the toilet.
What? And by the way, one of the only reasons you can tell that usually it's because it's so yellow.
Yeah.
So someone dehydrated is pissing in your toilet.
And I don't think, Eric, can I have everybody to say? And I started off, I was trying to be calm about it. I said, yo, what nasty motherfucker was it? I couldn't even hold it. I said, and I'm like, the women that's working on this has nothing to do with y'all. This is a man's thing.
Yeah. But how do you know?
And like,
a chick might have pissed and then just let it air dry that puss when she stood up. Stood up and shook them lips off.
So that was the first. And Eric was like, no one uses this toilet.
Yeah.
And then the second time was we just recorded 3 specials in Detroit.
Sure.
And I'm coming through, and the security was very aggressive. I had been there earlier. Really nothing. This security guard was giving us the worst. Like, I'm like, I know y'all. Do you realize that I'm the fucking person that hired you?
The reason you're at work today is because of me.
I'm not just the fucking talent. I'm the fucking and I'm livid about this shit because I'm like, I didn't come here to get treated like a fucking prisoner at my own special.
Were they just being extra shitty, asking too many questions, doing that?
No, they was shaking us down.
That sucks.
And I'm pissed. Eric didn't know this was happening. The people who run the theater was like, no, we didn't know this was happening. And then the worst thing is I'm walking to my green room and I saw security people eating food. And I came back. I said, is this my craft services? And they was like, yeah. And y'all fucking eating my then you seen a sign go up for staff for
performers only.
For performers and staff only. And they was just sitting there hungry and shit. I'm like, no, this happened because your fucking coworker decided to fucking shake me down. Now, so you
could have had all the hummus you wanted. But fucking Walter had to get handsy with me and my friends. It was a lady. And now, what's that?
It was a lady.
Yeah.
And it was fucking weird. And the next day we came back, and because I'm saying, everybody that's coming through here is not finna go through this shit.
Yeah.
We're coming through the artist interest. Do you think, man, I was.
It's just, man, the thought that it might be just some guy that was being a dickhead to his girlfriend, and then she was security, and she's like, I gotta go, hold on. Take that out of your pants. Why are you being, and then you're like, and then you just fuck it up. That's how it ripples. That's like a wave ripple.
It bothers. And then I say it, and I usually don't say, I'm not the fucking talent. I'm the fucking boss.
Yeah.
So let's get this understood. Like I'm not. You think I'm fucking up? I'm coming here to blow up my own fucking performance. Like,
Yeah.
what type of diabolical bullshit you think I'm on? Like, it just bothers. Sometimes
I need more of that. I need to be able to walk in and go, I'm supposed to be here, because I always go like, sorry, I'm sorry, I can fuck off. You want me to wait out in the parking lot till I go off? Like, that is how my brain works, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm probably in the way. You guys are doing stuff, and then they're like, you're on, and you're like, okay, I'll go do my act.
Not only because your name is on the
I
marquee,
know, but I'm still like I feel like they're remember Batman Boy? Remember when that sick kid, they dressed him as Batman and drove him around San Francisco? I feel like Batman Boy every time I'm at a theater or something. And they go, we're doing this for this sick kid. Maybe he can fucking perform tonight. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I'm in the fucking way.
If Outback is behind you, man,
they've been great.
They fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were great. And it was I'm excited to, I like the hour right now. So it's like just fun to be like, I get to go do the coolest venues I've ever got to do with an hour that I like.
Yeah.
So it just timed out. Because the first time I was supposed to do a theater tour was March of 2020. Then stuff happened.
Yeah.
But I didn't like my hour then. So I feel like the universe saved me. Because I was about to go on a theater tour and I just didn't like. Because when you do, first off, as far as comics go, you're prolific. Like, you have a new John Brutton, who I love to death, who goes on the road with you.
John, Rudin, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, he's got a new hour. Like, I'll see him in Chicago, I'll be like, he's got a new hour. And you're like, fuck. You're just out here working at a pace where all of us are like, I got a new 10. I got a new 10 and it's fucking cooking.
I kind of hate when people say, well, because my two sons just came out.
Yeah.
And that's Mother's Day. So Father's Day, I'm dropping Rugged.
Great. 2027, I might have something. 2027, I don't know, man. I'm fucking trying to get this one joke to work. I suck. It's like,
so
that's fucking great, dude. I love that. It's been awesome. And you really are one of those comics that, like, I truly watch. Like, sometimes I'll put friends specials on and I'll get like 10 minutes in and I'll be like, that was good. Dude, I was fucking sitting here dying laughing. Story about, I don't want to give away too much shit. Check out My Two Sons on YouTube. The link is below. And then go watch everything else that Ali Siddiq's ever done. Because he's fucking brilliant. He's hilarious. And I'm glad. Is this the first repeat outside of Katie? Yeah, you're the first repeat guest outside of my fiance.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm in great company.
Yeah.
And we're not having kids either.
And you can take that to the fucking bank.